hello, everybody. Yeah, I could have went longer, but I chose not to. All right, I came on early, so some of y'all might have been down for the early vibe, the later vibes, but not now. But if you see me now, tell a friend to tell a friend, right? Because I am in here like swimwear, and I am doing just fine as we are in our last installment of A Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku Form, the Women's History Month edition. Let it go. We never get away from it. Do what you wanna. Yo, do you know how you know all the words to the song as long as the song is playing? But when you left with the instrumental, see when it's looking at me. Oh no, it's not it. But when you left with just the lyrics alone, with the instrumental, you like, what was it again? Yeah, that's where I'm at with this right here. Oh, but I know the breakdown. So I like what I see when you're looking at me when I'm walking past the mirror. Got my hair and it ain't worried about if you classy. Hey, keep my mind right. Hey, cause I won't let you. Everybody, let me hear you say, just fine. How you doing on this rainy day? Just fine. Hey. I won't change my life. My life should let it go. We need someone to get away from. Okay, I need to stop. I'm about to have my own karaoke session. So, hey people, come on in the room. How y'all doing? Hey, Mr. D's. Yes, I'm in the vibe right now. I know I changed the time, so some may be looking for the 7:30 slot. But I had to come on a little bit early. And besides, I don't want to interrupt y'all favorite shows. How y'all work day was today? Oh, my bad. I'm talking to retirees. Miss Denise, how was your work day today? Let it go. Did you let it all go after 5 p.m.? Are you still stressing? We leaving the office stuff at the office. We at home. We chilling. We vibing. We got our wine. We reading books. We got our slippers on and our robes on, and we chilling. Chilling. Oh, see, bachelor at 8 p.m. That's why you glad I shifted the time up. I understand. All right, so let me bring this here. All right, let me turn the volume down now. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We gonna get right into this. This is your girl JL Diamond. I'm here for another one of Black Girls. Ooh. This is your girl JL Diamond, and I am here for another episode of A Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku Form, the Women's History Month edition. And if you don't got this book, that's a daggone shame, because I've been here for at least 4 episodes showing my product across the stage. And if you ain't click a nan round time, today is a good day to do it. Plus, let me show y'all, I'm so excited about this. This came in the mail for me today. So, always finding innovative ways for my products. So instead of doing other stuff, so I put my picture on this, and the book simply fits right on it, and I zip it up. And now you got a reusable bag, you got my beautiful face, and you got a cute little, unique type of platform product to hold it in. Then I got these. You see this? Can you read it? It says, share on social media. Tag. Okay? Because y'all don't be posting and tagging. No posting, no tagging. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you buying, but I need you to post and tag. Thank you. So I'll put it in writing. So if you forget, got it right here. So with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so excited today. I feel good. How y'all feeling? Do y'all feel good out there? Talk back to me today. Y'all gonna have to talk back to me today. All right. Hi, Miss Rita. How you doing, Auntie Rita? Oh, Miss Denise says she learned how to leave the work issues behind. I appreciate that. So what I'm also gonna do is this is the last installment of the Women's History. So I'm also putting the link in the chat. All right. So if anybody wants to join in this conversation at any time, just click the link and find your way in, and I can put y'all on here with me. So in the meantime, in between time, we're going to start. So the whole premise of this is I'm just going to take some of my favorite haikus from the book, and we just going to talk about them a little bit. I got quite a few to do. So we just going to run through them. All right. So the first one is burned bridges force change. Pharaoh can't cross over it, and I can't go back. Let me say that one more time. Burned bridges force change. Pharaoh can't cross over it, and I can't go back. Now, who can tell me what that is referencing? Who can tell me what that's referencing? Because you can tell it was a biblical reference. Can anybody tell me what the biblical reference I'm referencing? Because we always hear people say, don't burn bridges, right? A lot of the time, people are not saying to burn bridges. They're saying be careful about burn bridges. So can anybody tell me where that came from? What was the inspiration? What y'all think? I told y'all you're going to talk back to me today. Okay, so y'all not looking like y'all know. If anybody knows about the story of Moses, when he had to go let his people free, well, okay, it wasn't the 10 Commandments per se, but the 10 Commandments involved Moses. I see where you go with that. So when Moses had to when Moses was getting his people free and Pharaoh started to chase them, God opened the Red Sea for them and then made it flood so that the pharaohs couldn't go over it, right? But that flood not only didn't allow Pharaoh to pursue them, it didn't allow the it was Israel, right? Yeah. It didn't allow them to go back. Because remember, they were complaining after a while. They didn't know where they were going. And they were like, man, Moses, you got us out here. We don't know where we at in this wilderness. We want to go back to what we know, even though it was not that good for us, right? So sometimes you need those bridges burned because it's not just so other people can't get to you. It's so that you don't go back to what ain't good for you. Okay? Who caught that? Who caught that? Because if you ain't catch it, you need to. Because some of y'all is out here doing toxic things, going back to friendships, going back to relationships, going back to spaces and places and old habits that you need to burn bridges for. Okay? Burn them bridges. I know we grow up saying, don't burn a bridge. You never know when you're going to need somebody. Look, God will give you the discernment of you can get there without them. Leave them. And that's what you need to do. Can I get an amen? Oh, Miss Denise gave me an amen. All right. So moving on to the next one. I think y'all going to like this one. Sometimes karma is not about getting payback. God's blessing on you. Sometimes karma is not about getting payback. God's blessing on you. Okay? Because we know when somebody do us wrong, we want to take matters into our own hands and handle the situation, right? And when we can't handle the situation, We be like, you know what? We gonna give it to God. We gonna give it to God. We Christian, we God-fearing, and we know God got us. But then weeks go by, months go by, and these people seem to still be out here living their best life. And then you like, hold on, God. I said the battle is yours, but you don't look like you fighting. So do you need me to assist? And he's looking at you and saying, what does your life look like right now? Since those people have tried to destroy you, how have I blessed you? And I've had them sit there and watch your blessings. That's me fighting your battles. Sometimes God fighting your battles is not paying somebody back by something happening to them. Sometimes the payback is you getting blessed in abundance and they got to watch it. He said, I'll prepare a table in the midst of your enemies. Okay? Okay? So I want y'all to understand that the next time you guys are dealing with something, with people or anything where you feel like, yo, I don't see the payback that I want, because my heart kind of want to see something. My heart want to see them in pain like they paying me. My heart want to see them get called out and put on blast like they try to blast me. My heart want to see them get whatever like they tried to do me. And God is like, I'm not going to do anything to them. They're just going to sit in whatever they've created. Meanwhile, you're going to elevate. Amen. Hashtag elevate. That's karma. Hashtag elevate is karma. That's all I'm saying. All right. So this one, I may lose a couple of people with this one, but I just want y'all to hear me out. I want y'all to hear me out with this haiku. I no longer call God He. I just call God God. Representation. I'm going to say that one more time. I no longer call God He. I just call God God. Representation. Now, I know I might ruffle some feathers in the Christian world because we say God our Father and we call Him He and all of that good stuff. That's what we were raised to do, right? However, in my, my mind that likes to think out the box, I at one point, I have gotten to the point where I thought about God is all encompassing. God is all of us. And if God is supposed to be a representation of me giving the pronoun of He is kind of taking me out of the representation of God. So just hear me out. I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just saying I'm expanding the thought process. All right. And I said, well, if God is non-gendered, and I know y'all want to call Him Father, however, they say the closest thing to God is the woman because that's the only thing that can create life. Just saying. They say that woman is the only reproductive system that can create life, which makes her the closest thing to God-like. So then I was like, so why do we have to call God He? This is just me. This is me. I like to think and I like to question things. So that's how I got the haiku. I no longer call God He. I call God God. Representation. Because when I call God He, I may not see me. I may see characteristics. Yes, you're supposed to look at the characteristics. But if I put a pronoun on it, I may remove myself a little bit from the identity of God within. Just saying. Y'all ponder on that for a minute. Telling y'all, if y'all ain't got it, y'all need to get it right down here, right down here. I'm telling y'all. Can anybody get jiggy with that, or that was too left for some of y'all? Let me know if it was too left for some of y'all. Understand, everything ain't for everybody. It's just a thought. So here's another one. With age comes wisdom, and I don't envy my youth. My back won't agree. Now, this one is a little lighthearted. So obviously, as women, people always say, don't tell your age. The older you get, people don't want to tell their age. People were craving to hold on to their youthful look. Women are craving to hold on to their youthful look. And God forbid somebody asks them, well, how old are you? What? For me, I love telling people my age, and they get surprised because I realize, one, there's a lot of people that didn't make it my age. Two, I realized how foolish I was in my 20s, even early 30s. So coming into the age that I am, I've gained so much wisdom, and I wouldn't change that wisdom for my youth at all. I would not change that wisdom for my youth at all. Okay? So, but my back won't agree because we still try to pop, lock it, drop it, pop, lock it, drop it, like we still 19. And then your back got to remind you, ma'am, ask my mama. Every party she trying to work the knees. And the knees got to tell her, ma'am, you young in the face and in the mind. But the back and the knees, we aged and we're wise. Let's act like it. So let's not be afraid to tell our age, ladies. Let's not be afraid. I mean, there's sometimes where you would keep it to yourself. But for the most part, you know how many people wish that they made it to the age that you at? Be grateful and thankful. And hey, are y'all sharing? Because this is a good one. This is a good episode. I'm enjoying this episode already. This is a good one. This is the last one for the Women's History Month. And I'm going to need y'all to be sharing this so that people know to come through. And like I said, I put the link down. So if anybody want to join in on the conversation, just click that link and you can come through. All right. So next haiku. Warriors, queens, strong. My ancestors built this land. I get my hair wet. Okay? One more time for the people in the back. Warriors, queens, strong. My ancestors built this land. I get my hair wet. Now, where did that come from, you ask? Now, the black folk stigma, the black woman stigma is we do not like to get our hair wet, right? We always saying we don't want to get our hair wet, but there's black women that like this women get their hair wet. But the point is, there's a sense of fear to get messy, fear to mess up hair, fear to messing up the straightness. So that haiku is to remind you, my ancestors, the women, the warriors, the queens of Mother Africa was getting their hair wet in the battle, blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? That's the bloodline I come from. So I gets my hair wet. I may not get in the water to get my hair wet, but I gets my hair wet. I get my hands dirty. I'm on the battlefield. I'm out on the ground. I'm making sure I do what needs to be done for the people, them. I get my hair wet. Okay? So make sure that y'all remember that. And the next time y'all go to the beach, don't be afraid to get y'all hair wet. Just bring a little gel, slick it back, and we good with a little Afro puff. The Afro puffs is back in. People like to walk around with the fro. We in the pro-black era. We good. We good with the afros, y'all. It's okay. So, next one. Oh, I ain't gonna get through all of these. Let me hurry up. All right, so They rather judge you than say they admire you. Your courage scares them. Ooh. They rather judge you than say they admire you. Your courage scares them. How many times people have looked at you doing things and criticized you and why you doing that? Why you doing all that? Da 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 da. But all the while they wishing that they could take the leaps you take. They wishing that they could stand alone when the crowd is going left. They could go right and not be afraid. You're not afraid to speak your mind and be a leader. They say she always got something to say. She always got talk. She always got an opinion. They wish they can articulate it the way you do. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. They rather criticize you than let you know that they admire you. Don't be mad at the haters. Just know they watching. That's a sermon. All right. So, moving on to the next one. Male identified. She was taught to think like men. Pronouns are he, she. Oh, I'm going to make some people mad. Male identified. She was taught to think like men. Pronouns are he, she. Now, this is one of my favorite poems, favorite haikus, and I'm going to tell you why. We are in the era of so many women, not even an era, this is life. So many women are male identified. I feel like I used to be male identified. And being male identified is simply being able to see a male perspective, having the ideology of a man before a woman. I'll give you a perfect example, and I'm going to make some people mad right now. I'm going to make some people mad. Male identified mentality will have you look at R. Kelly victims and say, she knew better. She was old enough. Please, I'ma still listen to R. Kelly music. Who cares? Them girls were just wanted to be around him anyway. Being able to side with the male identity of an issue before you can find empathy with the woman who was placed in a violated space. I told you I'm gonna get some people upset. We grow up, say, act like a woman, think like a man. Think about that. Act like a woman, think like a man. So if I think like a man, how can I possibly really be in touch with the feminine mindset, the feminine mind frame, the things that really affect women? Male identified. Those women on board with the men saying, yeah, let's make abortion illegal. Male identified. You are siding with men who are saying we should have control over women's bodies. And you as a woman have decided that's the right thing to do. You don't even realize all the ways we are so male identified. And I thank goodness that I stepped out of that, because we gotta really pay attention to that, y'all. I'm dead serious, because we are already living in a patriarchal system. And if we're not thinking for the woman, then who's thinking for the woman's perspective? You depending on the men to think for the woman's perspective, who can't even allow women to take care of their own bodies? You think that? So before we start making women think like men, think about what you're really saying. Move away from your identity and pick up their identity and their mindset. No. You can understand the male ideologies so you know how to work around it and stick to your female ways. That's not about being feminist or nothing like that. That's understanding as a woman. I know the struggles, the issues, how women end up in messed up places, how we need to protection, understanding all of that. And understanding I'm a woman first. Think about that. I that could be a whole episode, but that really that's something we really got to work on, y'all, for real. All right. Next one. Are y'all liking this one? Are y'all liking this? Let me know. I got a few more left. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. I said, God use me. Let your blessed will be done. Wait. Help who? But they. Let me do that one more time. I said, God use me. Let your blessed will be done. Wait. Help who? But they. Yes. So this is basically to say, we always want to come to God and God, use me as a vessel. Let me help others. I want to be in the number, to be in the mission, to be walking in your purpose until God tell you to help somebody you don't like. Until God tell you to help somebody who done did you dirty. Then we got stipulations. Then that unconditional God's love, we not really trying to hear. All of a sudden, we like, wait, God. When I said use me, it was for the people I wanted to help. What is this? What is this? What is this? She was talking about me last week. He tried to play me, and now you want me to go help him because he's sick? You want me to go check on him and pray for him at the hospital after they was plotting and planning on me? Oh, no. But you just asked God to use you. There was no stipulations on how and with who. So be careful what y'all asking for, because God got jokes. If y'all didn't know, God got jokes. Okay? So the next one is, therapy saved me from the illusion of self, shattered mind, whole soul. This was my second favorite one. Not my third favorite one, because that last one was my favorite too. Therapy saved me from the illusion of self, shattered mind, whole soul. So with therapy, what it does is it takes you out of the victim mentality. A lot of us are telling stories that happened to us from a victim space. And we probably were victims. So we're absolutely well within our rights to be in a victim feeling. However, how we move forward in life, what we continue to blame for what's happening in our lives, the change in perspective that we have is up to us. I know it may seem unfair. I know you may feel like, but it's, somebody should pay for what I went through. And they're going to get theirs. But therapy allows you to analyze yourself and take accountability for just you. And when you start taking accountability for just you lose room to hold anyone else accountable. You lose room. Because you're so busy worrying about how to better yourself, how to do better, how to be better, how to never end up in that situation again, that you don't got time to be like, but so-and-so needs to do this with their life because you busy working on you, because that's a never-ending job. Okay? So when that illusion of self is shattered, your mind may be broken into pieces, because it's like you look at everything with a different lens, but your soul starts to heal. Okay? So if anybody, I think everybody should have therapy. As Black folks, as whatever, we all have some form of trauma. Okay? So we all need to have some form of therapy in our lives. And if you don't think you do, then you really need therapy because you're not acknowledging things you've been through. That's all I'm saying. As Black people, we suffer from PTSD just being Black. Just saying. All right. I got a few more to go, guys. Oh, this is a nice one. Cell phones tucked away, emotionally present, company enjoyed. Show of hands in the chat if when you're hanging out with friends and family, your phone is nowhere to be found. Or put a thumbs up if you're always on your phone, even with friends and family. You with your spouse, you worried about what's happening on YouTube. You with your friends, you got an earbud in, listening to stuff, and they trying to get your attention. You like, huh? What? Oh, sorry. And you're missing being in the moment. Cell phones tucked away, emotionally present, company enjoyed. Imagine if you were completely present all the time. Try that this week. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, be all the way there. If it's at work and you're doing your job, be all the way in work. Don't randomly go, texting, on your breaks and stuff. But try being diligent in whatever you're doing 100%. When you're at home, 100% no works involved. You just relaxing. When you're with your spouse and your friends, no phone, no iPad, no nothing. Just friends and family. Try that. And I want y'all to see the difference when you are fully emotionally engaged and emotionally present in something, as opposed to splitting your time up with this and the people that are craving your company. All right. Okay. So I got like 3 more left. All right. So I'm probably gonna have y'all out here by 7:30. But this was good. This was good. Yes, Miss Denise. Learn how to enjoy each other's company. All right. Learn how to enjoy each other's company. I appreciate that. So the next one is, child. All right. So the next one is, okay. Pains in the breaking. Beauty is in the bonding. Reconstruct what's left. Pain is in the breaking. Beauty is in the bonding. Reconstruct what's left. In the Japanese culture, there's this thing called kintsugi. A kintsugi is the ideology that they break this vase and then they put it together, and the cracks are cemented with gold. And I want y'all to think about that. Think about all the things that have broken in your life, and you had to put the pieces back together. And those scars, those little things that you got, that you had to close those wounds up with some gold, making you better than you were before. The pain was in the breaking, but the beauty is in the surviving of it all. Okay? The beauty is in the coming out looking better than what you went through. You can make it with what you have left. Okay? That happens in relationships. People go through breaking and they have to fall apart and they have to feel like they're almost going to separate and get a divorce. And then they push through. They find a way to reconcile. They find the beauty in the bonding. And they reconstruct what they had left, what they had to hold on to create something better. In your life, you might have lost a job. And that might have broke you. That might have been the only way. And then the next thing you know, you've taken more classes. You've found ways to get more certifications. and you've picked up the pieces and you've reconstructed a whole new you that's even more qualified for something greater. Okay? That's the beauty in the bonding. Never feel like because you're broken that you can't get by on broken pieces. Never feel like you can't get by on broken pieces. All right? Y'all remember Titanic? I know that y'all was mad at old girl because she didn't protect Jack. And she let Jack fall in the water. But what was old girl laying on when she was in that water? What were the people laying on? Broken pieces from the ship. The ship was wrecked. They went and found a nice little piece of board and sat on that board until they were able to get some help. And sometimes you gotta float on that broken piece until some help comes. But that doesn't mean you're done. That doesn't mean it's over. You can put the pieces back together. Just saying. Whoa. All right, a couple more left. Oh, it's 7:24. That's my birthday. Let me make a wish. All right, here we go. So, the next one is, and again, if y'all don't have this book, it is floating, okay? I'm giving y'all gems. These are all things in the book, all right? This is good stuff. Thank you, Miss Rita. Hey, Auntie Verna. Okay, yes, we can definitely put the pieces back together, okay? Should I put y'all in the overlay? Let me see. Let me see how that works. All right, so the next poem, I got like 2 more poems to go. What book? No, she didn't say what book. No, she didn't say what book. Miss Vanessa, get your twin. Get your twin. This book, my new book that I've been promoting. Get on the broken pieces and float your way onto the website, design2create.org, and get your book. All right? All right. Ooh, child. Yeah, let me get some water. And you can get your Spirit of a Woman cup or any other merchandise when you go to design2create.org. Specialty of JL Diamond. Thank you. This has been brought to you by Black Girl Thoughts in Haiku Form, the Women's Edition. Oh, I can even do my own commercials. Yo, I'm a fool today. I am feeling good. All right. Thank you, Aunt Verna. This is book number 3. All right. So I got a couple more left. So I can get y'all out here by 7:30. I'm glad that I started earlier. Okay. So it's called A Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku Form. All right. I put it right there at the bottom. You can see the website. But the website is also in the description. If you go to the description, it's right there. All right. I got a couple more poems left. Let me get this out the way. All right. Standing still in peace. The storm challenges my brace. My posture prevails. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? Standing still in peace. The storm challenges my brace. My posture prevails. Now, let me tell you why this, where that one came, inspired from. Do y'all remember when y'all were little, or maybe y'all do this as we older, when it was super windy outside and we used to just stand there and try to see if the wind would blow us, and we just used to try to see if we could take it, right? And we would stand firm and stand still, and we'll be hyping. Our coat would be like pushed on our chest, and we'll just be standing there in our hands in our pocket, trying to keep our feet planted so that we don't move. And we be feeling like we accomplished the biggest feat in the world when we are able to stand against that wind, right? Well, in life, we will be standing still in peace just appreciating life. And then the storm will challenge your brace. That wind will challenge your brace. That gust will challenge your brace. It'll come out of nowhere and it might knock you to the side a little bit and you get your footing back. And then you make sure you stand tall and your posture prevails. And when I say your posture prevails, that means your perspective doesn't go down, it goes up. You tap into your spiritual mind and you make sure you get in touch with God and you keep your positivity and you keep your, oh, my bad. I live next to an airplane, so it's going up right now. I'm gonna be on that plane soon enough. I don't know where I'm going. I know Verna Lee just got off a plane. But anyways, so our posture prevailing, like in physical, is us planting our feet. But in the metaphorical, our posture prevailing is planting our feet firmly when it comes to not being broken by the storms that are coming, making sure that we stay in touch with our spiritual side, making sure that we consume positive thoughts, making sure that we pray and we're steadfast, making sure that we're doing all we can to ensure that we are trying to defeat the storm. That's your posture prevailing. Okay? You may move a little to the left or move it to the right. You may have a quick doubt. You may have a quick fear, but then you remember who you are and your posture come back here. Okay? That's how I want us to be moving forward into this new season. Standing still in peace. The storm challenges my brace. My posture prevails. No doubt. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. I think I got one more. So, the little black bird, crippled with one foot missing, knows it can still fly. Now, this was inspired because when I was in Mexico, no, I'm lying. When I was in Puerto Rico, it was my last day and I was eating and I was whatever. And you know, Puerto Rico, they got the chickens hanging around, walking around and stuff like that. And I saw this bird. It was a black bird, a small black bird. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh, shoot. It only got 1 foot. Like literally, it had 1 foot. I don't know how it happened, but it had 1 foot. And my mind immediately was like, dang. Yeah, I had a brain fart moment. My mind was like, dang, how does it get anywhere? Can't even walk. And then right as I had the thought, what do y'all think the bird did? Tell me what y'all think the bird did. Y'all moving too slow, unless y'all afterwards. Okay, so right after I had that thought, like, dang, how does it get around? It only got 1 leg. It flew away. There we go. It flew. So that moment, that's why it says the little black bird. Like this was actually me. Like I wrote this while I was watching it. The little black bird, crippled with 1 foot missing, knows it can still fly. And the reason that's important is because a lot of times we will look at one deficiency we have. We will look at an area that we lack in, and we will disregard all of our other abilities and forget that we can still soar. We can still do our purpose. We can still get to our next destination with the other parts of ourselves. And this bird was like, I know this. You looking at me like I'm a crippled bird. Duh, I got wings. I can still go further than you. Okay? So for me, that moment was deep because I was like, how often as human beings do we allow one situation to stifle us? One no, we're trying to break through for something. We get rejected. One no. Maybe this ain't meant for me. I can't do this. I can't do it. You try to get something. You got obstacles. Oh, it's too hard. I can't do this. It must not be meant for me. Any little obstacle, any little issue, you ready to be like, this must not be meant for me. God must not have me want this. It's too many closed doors. It's not coming to me easy. All of this. And it's like, Well, what other parsley you can use? Just like Moses, right? Moses at the burning bush. God said, I need you to go free them people. Moses had a whole line of questions. I stutter. They're going to be like, who do you think you are? I'm a nobody. He had all of these deficiencies. And God is like, but I called you, right? So I just want us to remember that regardless of places we lack, areas we feel handicapped in, if it's supposed to be your purpose, you still have the tools to get there. Okay? So I want you guys, I covered a lot. I loved all these poems. I could have kept going because this book is awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. All right? So y'all need to get into it. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode because I had a blast doing it. Yes, stop underestimating our ability. All right? Thank you, um Miss Denise. Hey, Miss Evelyn. How you doing? How you doing? I appreciate y'all for coming in. This was actually probably my favorite episode. I mean, I loved when I had my peoples on. Shout out to Mr. Rod. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Evelyn. Thank you for joining me on our Women's History Month edition. And I will be coming back and it'll just be regular. It will be a different theme, not women's history, but this ain't over because y'all need to have this book. The information is right there. And on that note, I sent the information. I'm going to do it one more time before I get off. That is the link right there. Y'all got 2 minutes. Anybody that want to hop on here really quick and say something or do something, y'all let me know. And I can get y'all on here. All right? Y'all got 2 minutes. If I don't see nobody, then I'ma just go on and head out like SpongeBob. All right. I don't see nobody. Yes. Thank you, Miss Auntie Verna. Get the book, y'all. It comes, first of all, it comes with, you get the book. You get this, which is a Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku Form wristband. And it got the 2 little afros on the side. So cute. All right. Then I showed y'all that I leveled up and I got a new packaging. So this packaging is super cute. So make sure that y'all, you know what I'm saying? And then you guys get the thank you card. So I'm going to need y'all to go support your girl because this is nothing that's going to be a wasted time. It's a beautiful thing. And with that being said, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining me on a Black Girl's Thoughts in Haiku Form. Don't forget to follow me on IG. Make sure you follow me on Facebook. Make sure you share this because I feel like I dropped a lot of jewels and gems today. Just saying. I dropped a lot of jewels and gems today. And I think that y'all should be sharing this so other people can get in where they fit in. All right? I love y'all. Thank you, Auntie Rita. Appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate y'all for coming. Thank you. Thank you, of course. I appreciate y'all. Yes. Thank you, Mom. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. And the best is yet to come. But y'all know, in the meantime, in between time, I hope that y'all enjoy the haikus of your life. And you know, I always got to let it go with the intro and outro. So, I know what's coming up. Peace and blessings. Enjoy the rest of your rainy night. Until the next time, be safe.